What do you have, no brain?
2,000 years later.
I'm kind of retarded.
We like to troll. We like to go the night before one of their primaries. We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
In the dark there lies a tale, hey, with Joshua and Joseph's voice. And beside him Viking storm stays, they speak with no choice. From the deep and blackened waters, where the secrets wail and cry, they pull back forgotten covers, exposing the murky lies. What you hear cannot be unseen, a saga from the waves. Conspiracies unravel in the dark, as depths become our graves. They talk of ghostly whispers, an ancient treasure's call, with theories wrapped in shadows, the waters deep and all. The oceans hide their secrets well, but not from this dark crew. Joshua and Viking storm, they seek, they find what's true. What you hear cannot be unseen, a saga from the waves. Conspiracies unravel in the dark, as depths become our graves. The oceans hide their secrets well, but not from this dark crew. Joshua and Viking storm, they seek, they find what's true. What you hear cannot be unseen, a saga from the waves. Conspiracies unravel in the dark, as depths become our graves. As depths become our graves.
What is up, conspiracy fans, window lickers out there? If you're a part of the crew and you know what to do, well, it's here. It's time. It's conspiracy time. And yes, it's a solo cast for now. Hopefully Viking Storm and Luna join me later, and if they don't, they'll be on the next episode that'll be coming up probably next week. But for right now, we're going to get into some news as of late, because there is a lot out there and there's a lot being talked about. We have basically our government playing politics as usual, and it affecting a lot of people that you may know. There was a lot of food stamps talks, SNAP benefits, things like that talked about with our government, and them having a shutdown, a record shutdown. So that's something you can hang your hat on, a record shutdown, record amount of time for not doing your job. Wow, that's incredible. But hey, that's what they were doing. They were playing a little little politics. We got Grunmeister joining us in the chat. Oh boy, it's about to get spicy. It is, Grun. We're going to be talking a lot of what's going on right now and as of late. And well, we definitely here at Conspiracies at Sea love to hit you with a lot of things. But we also like to be responsible when it comes to a lot of things. So definitely got to hit you with a disclaimer, but fear not. The disclaimer is what I've been told, a banger. So let me hit you with that before we go any further into Conspiracies at Sea.
Disclaimer. The theories and opinions discussed on this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes only. They are strictly speculative and should not be taken as factual or authoritative. The views expressed are those of the hosts and guests and do not represent established facts or expert consensus. Listener discretion is advised!
All right, so we hit you with the disclaimer so we can talk about anything that we really want to talk about and get kind of weird if you really want to. So let's get weird. Let's get into, well, the hot topic at hand is the Epstein files. We know next week there will be a vote to get them out, but yet we did have a guy who tried to get the vote a little early, but well, you know, some other people who've been claiming, hey, we want this stuff released, we want it out there. They said, no, don't do that yet. So who are we talking about? What are we doing? Well, we're talking about the Epstein files. So right now, as it is labeled with no bias, just what is out there, what is going forward. We're going to go into the timeline of recent developments. The most recent news on Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein centers around a bipartisan congressional push to release the full Epstein files from the Justice Department. Amid escalating political tensions, on November 12th, the House Oversight Committee, Democrats first, then the Republicans, released over 20,000 pages of the Epstein emails and documents, many referencing Trump. This has intensified scrutiny of the past social ties from the 90s to early 2000s, though no new evidence accuses Trump of criminal involvement in the Epstein trafficking. So as it sits right now, there was mention of the name. If you guys remember, a couple weeks before all this kind of came out, there was some stories out there talking about how I guess cellmate, the roommate of Epstein, was talking how Epstein was coming in there and saying that they were pushing him to push Trump's name into this. Now, I have no clue if that was actually true. Kind of sounds like somebody sitting in jail who just wants a little attention. I don't know. The more I learn about this stuff, the more I look into it, the more I find out that this, well, obviously Epstein was a bad dude, but I don't think he was a stupid guy. I think he had a empire in which he knew how to keep things going. Just look at his Florida arrest and his what they call childlike punishment. He was going in and out of a work release, but he was also leaving the country and things like that. And knowing the system, that's really not a thing that's really allowed. And we got Grunmeister chiming in. Let's see what he has to say. He says either he wants attention or somebody made him a deal to make life a little nicer. Yeah, I mean, that's always a possibility too, Grun, and I'm glad you're there playing that side of the coin and seeing it. But let's get back into it and see where we're at. Good thought, though, Grun. Keep it coming in. Though no new evidence accuses Trump of any criminal involvement in Epstein's sex trafficking, Trump has denied wrongdoing, emphasizing he banned Epstein at Mar-a-Lago in 2007 after hearing rumors of misconduct with underage girl and corroborated with investigators. The House is set to vote next week. That will be November 17th on full disclosure, which Trump opposes, calling it a democratic hoax. So we're going to get into the breakdown of it from November 12th on. But before we get into that, I'll give a little bit of my opinions on this, and this is like I played in the disclaimer. This is purely my thoughts, opinions on it. Take it how do you want. I don't really care because they are mine and mine alone. Honestly, in this specific thing, looking back at it, if you go back and you look at a lot of the stuff that was talked about before any of the Democrats and other people who are now on board with releasing the files, if you go back and you look at it, there was always mention of Trump talking to the FBI when they were investigating him. He was actually one of, I believe, 17 or 19 people who were contacted who came in. He let him know everything he knew about this guy. There was also some like property dealings and some things that Trump and Epstein gotten a few arguments over, some legal battles, in which they fucking hated each other at that time. They were hanging out with each other, and yes, there's this new thing going around about apparently, I don't know how far everybody's been down the rabbit hole, but I've been seeing it quite often. There was a mention that apparently Trump gave Bill Clinton a nice little BJ for him. So that'll be interesting. And I seen someone play a video that I shared on Facebook, which really made me laugh. It was like they were playing the devil's advocate with the whole thing. So they were like, what if Trump just came out and was like, yeah, that's what happened. It's like, I did that. I'm a gay man. I've been going through my journey, and that's part of my life where I didn't feel comfortable letting the world know who I was and how I am. And he comes out and does all this. That's that's playing in the playbook that has been set up by the other team, in which, if you set back and you actually look at it, and the playing field was actually leveled, you would see the hypocrisy in all of that, shaming a man for having his whatever it is. I'm not saying that that's factual, if that's the truth or any bit of that. I'm just telling you guys what is out there and what I've seen. So I found it rather amusing, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So let's get back to what we found looking this stuff up and seeing. We're going to get into other news stories also. This is just the biggest one that's out there right now, and it's the one that's being shoved in our face the most. I mean, we have a fucking supposed alien ship that's coming into our atmosphere. We have tons of fucked up shit going on right now. Christians are being slaughtered over in Africa. There's just a lot going on. But right now, let's cover this. So, key revelations from the November 12th document release. Epstein's emails mentioning Trump. Epstein frequently referenced Trump, often negatively, tracking his 2015 to 2018 presidential campaign, flights, and news. Examples include Epstein emailing author Michael Wolff in 2015. I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards. In 2016, Wolff offered Epstein a chance to talk about Trump, to garner you great sympathy and help finish him before the election. Epstein, this is another message. Epstein to former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers in 2018. Here's the message. Trump dash borderline insane. He also sent Summers articles on Trump allies like Roger Stone's arrest. Logistics. Epstein's pilot emailed about Trump's Palm Beach airport arrivals. November 16th. Here's an example. Trump is still scheduled to depart Sunday. Let me know if we are firm. To coordinate flights, no evidence of shared travel. there's a damning claim. One email asserts Trump's knew about the girls, many underage victims, and spent hours at Epstein's house with one. Epstein also hinted he could take Trump down post two, uh, 2016 fallout, telling a contact it's wild because I am the one able to take Trump down. Now this actually goes back to what I was talking about. Trump did talk to the FBI and he did say what was going on. So yes, he did know. Again, Florida court systems knew. Pam Bondi, I believe one of her relatives was somebody that was on that case. Again, I'm not sure if that's totally factual. I do know that it was talked about. No criminal accusations against Trump. The emails Trump's presidency and that predate Trump's presidency and show Epstein's frustration with him. Victims' lawyers and prior testimonies. Virginia Giuffre's 2016 deposition has cleared Trump uh, of observed misconduct or island visits. No Epstein victim has accused him of abuse. And just like if you've noticed, there's been a lot of talk about keeping the victims' identities concealed and away from everybody. But at the end of the day, the victims are actually out there trying to get their stuff out. They're that's what they're doing right now. Like, so they're not worried about concealing their identities. Um, it's a very confusing situation going on. It's definitely a weird um, moment in our history because there's a lot of people who are wanting answers and we're not getting them. And in reality, what could help us with answer a lot of these questions is just a complete release of all the files. Damned be who on those files, because I don't give a shit if it is Trump, even though I am a out there Trump supporter. There's things I fucking hate that he's doing. This whole tariff thing. I understand the idea behind it and everything. Uh, but at the end of the day, you're now caving on certain things. I understand also the deal that was made to Venezuela for the beef. Um, but again, that's the old guard. We've done that before. We've negotiated with countries multiple times with billions and millions of dollars to have that money just recirculated back into our economy and things like that, and spent on American goods. But that's, to me, that just goes even another foot forward of showing how fake money is. It's nothing more than numbers on a computer now. I mean, anybody can type up anything, and now you're that. And in reality, without the backing of gold or silver, or minerals that seem to be of importance, what the fuck are we doing? So, okay. So let's go into Trump's response to all this, and then we'll move forward. So Trump's response and DOJ probe going through November 14th through the 15th. Trump posted on True Social, "This is another Russia scam," with all the arrows pointing at to the Democrats. He directed AG Pam Bondi to investigate Epstein's ties to the Democrats, like Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, and J.P. Morgan Chase, excluding Republicans or himself. Well, there's how you doing, House? Thank you for joining us. We're here again. I just got a message from Viking Storm. Hopefully, he will be joining us soon. He has a lot to talk about, so he will be with us soon. Hopefully, but yes, let's get back to it. So there's also fans. If any of this, you're just like, fuck this guy. This guy doesn't know anything. I'm more than willing to discuss that with you. But for right now, I would like you to look up, if you think I am just spouting off fucking just right wing bullshit, look up JP Morgan Chase Epstein victims payout. I would just like you to look at that up. And when you do, you could do it now, you could do it later, do it whenever, but just do it. And then tell me, you can DM me, you can chat me up. It doesn't matter. We'll keep it a private conversation. But I want you to tell me the amount of money that was paid out. So going further into the cell, we're going into Bondi quickly assigned, uh, it looks like SDNY U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton to lead, despite a July 2025 DOJ memo stating no evidence warranted further probes into uncharged third parties. Critics call this deflection. It could delay full file release by citing ongoing investigation. And again, there's the loopholes. That's like in the 2016 debates with Clinton and Trump. And she's spouting off about his tax returns. And he's saying, I use the loopholes that you created. And you're not going to close those loopholes because your donors use those same loopholes. And that's what it is. It's not. See, guys, this is the division that always just captivates Americans. I don't know why, but they will interject racial tensions into the middle of this once we start figuring this shit out. And I know there's a lot of people out there who just absolutely hate them. And you can. That's your prerogative. This is America. You're allowed to like and dislike the people you like and dislike. But Alex Jones has been talking about this for so many years. And it's like, okay, so I was sitting around listening at work to a podcast, and they were speaking about Black Wall Street, a subject I've talked up many, many times. And I've talked about, what the fuck? Like, why did it happen? What happened? And in my own ignorance, because that's what it is, my ignorance, I did not look into what happened afterwards. Do you guys know that Black Wall Street was built up quicker than anything else in our history? It was built right back up. They fucking went back. Like, it was one of those moments that should be talked about a lot more in our history, where people are like, yeah, there was a bunch of fucking asshole prick job fucking dick noses that came in and destroyed something that was built by the hands of the people who helped build this country. But they don't talk about the fact that the hands that built that up and the eyes that watched it get destroyed took those same fucking hands and went back and rebuilt it the fuck back up. That's what they don't talk about. And that, for some reason, that pissed me off more than anything that I have remotely read in our history, because I feel that you've lied to me. You didn't tell me the full truth. You've CNN'd me. You fucking Fox News'd me. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, that shit just aggravates me. I don't know. Let me know if you're out there in the chat, if that aggravates you, or if you even knew that it was built right back up. Let me know. A lot of my information and a lot of my discussions I get from a great godfather of mine, not my actual godfather, but in this world of conspiracies. His name's Sam Tripoli. He's got a million shows. Look him up. You can find tons of his shit out there. Great information, fun talks, and good comedy. So Trump met with Representative Nancy Mace. She's a Republican out of South Carolina, a petition signer and abuse survivor, but she refused to withdraw her support, citing her personal trauma. That's crazy. We got Hypocrisy Jones himself. What's up? How you doing? How goes it? And Grun's answering the question. No, he didn't, and it's really frustrating. Yeah, it is. It's a simple, and if you're going to talk about the destruction of Black Wall Street, you're not going to talk about the quick turnaround and rebuild of it. Like, to me, that's what should be on shirts. Like, that's what should be talked about. That's what should be shown. And I the fact that I'm in my 40s and the fact that I didn't know that, and I really hate myself too, because my own ignorance did kept me back from even looking. Oh, did they ever rebuild, or were they just like, oh shucks, those assholes who tried to keep us down tried it again and now they succeed? No, they fucking rebuilt. They redid it. They did resilience. That's what I love about this place. We're such a resilient uh, world over here in this country. Like, we can set through a lot. So let's let's go into the broader context of this. So we got a bipartisan petition. There's 218 House members, Democrats plus GOP like reps Massey, Mace, and I believe her name is Graverla. I butchered that. I am sorry. Forced to vote via discharged petition. Wonder what a discharge petition. So apparently they're out, but still voting. Speaker Mike Johnson delayed it during the recent shutdown, but must now schedule. Trump pressured Republicans, warning of betrayal. Why the delay? DOJ cites victim privacy. Again, back to what I was saying, victim privacy. If it's victim privacy, why are the victims out there on fucking news networks trying to get their story out? Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. And I don't give a fuck what's the letter before your name. And here's another thing. This blew me away too. I just found this out. And this, yes, my brain works like this. It's like a scattered fucking squirrel out there finding shiny objects in the yard. But I found this out. There's a lot of these guys in our government that are like Hollywood people. They are using stage names. They're not even using their real, actual fucking given names. That blew me the fuck away, man. That just made it more, as in the conspiracy world, we say it's all but a stage in which we watch. So yeah, that's crazy. So why the delay? DOJ cites the victim privacy, but Trump base examples are Elon Musk in June of 2025 amplified calls for release, suspecting cover-ups. No client list exist per Bondi. Epstein 2019 death was ruled a suicide. Yes, it was ruled a suicide. There has the infamous split between bromance guys, Trump and Elon. Right afterwards, Elon did go to his own platform in which he bought, now is X, used to be Twitter. And he proclaimed that Trump was on the list. He didn't say what he was on the list for or what he was doing on there. And now that has set forth a lot of this. I mean, and since I have talked about all the different things that were mentioned on both sides, we'll even mention one of this. There's people out there who believe that this is a play by Trump, and it breaks down like this. If you've noticed anything that he says, there's a good section of the country that goes the opposite. So if he says water's good, they say water's bad. If he says water's bad, they say water's good. So some are saying that he's out there acting like this isn't a big deal and everything, which you can kind of cite the fact that the other side had all the seats, they had everything, they had all the positions, and they sat on this for 4 years and never talked about it, even though there was quite a bit of talk about it from people like me and other people I know, but it was all passed off as it was just nothing more than a hoax, things like that. And now it's time has gone a little further down the road, and now everything's reversed. Now it's he's saying, nah, this is a hoax. And now you have all the Democrats and all those people who oppose him coming out and saying, release the files. I don't know. I am not here nor there. I know what I know. And the things before anybody was even talking about this. I mean, because you can even go, and I don't know if this is going to throw me completely in a loop if nobody wants to listen to me, but you can even go back to the pizza gate. You can go into that, and if you don't know about that, there's a DC pizzeria. It was called Ping Pong Pizza. There was a lot of people who believed that there was tunnels under there in their basement, that there was sex trafficking going on, and a lot of different things going on, harming children. One man comes into the pizza place one day and he decides to find these things that he thinks are there, and he holds the restaurant hostage. He gets back to this closeted room. It's got a computer in there. He thinks these are the servers. Ends up getting arrested, goes to jail. There's you would have to look into that. I mean, there's a lot of weird connections there. John Podesta, you can look into him. Um, there's also there's a guy who was very vocal about this stuff for a while, and then yes, Grun, that was a crazy story. The ping pong pizza is definitely something you can look up and read the story. There's many people who talked about it, many people who've been taken down for talking about it. Isaac Cappy, for example, he was an actor. He was in a few movies. Good friends with Seth Green. He famously tells a story about a couple dinners that he had at Seth Green's house, and in one of those dinners, he exposed a hidden room. Just like in fucking Scooby Doo and all them, you pull on a certain book and it opens up, and Seth apparently looked back at Isaac before they walked through, and he goes, "This is where we keep all the children." And then they walked through there, and then he asked him about at the second dinner. They discussed some things that were coded in talk, and it's pizza talk, and the different styles of pizza have to do. There's a lot of food references in this. Again, if you go and you look up this ping pong pizza story, I swear, if you look at any of the documentaries that were made about it, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about, where it comes from. Do I believe it? Do I not? Does it matter to you if I do, or does it just matter that the information is being talked about? That's for you to decide. I do think that there is some type of crazy evilness going on, and I don't think it's Satanism. I think that stuff is what they say to scare you so you don't fucking do disturbing shit as a child. I do believe that there's a Malachian influence, um, and you would have to go like look that stuff up. There's a lot of references to it. As above, so below rules, things like that. Like there's a lot of this. There's Hollywood movies made about that stuff. The catacombs under France, you can check those out too. There's a lot of, and again, like I said, when you get break into it, and Satanism to me is the flip side of the coin to believing in God. Um, and if you have certain rituals and things that are in a more Christian atmosphere, it's considered worshiping God. But if you have it in a more darker instance, it's considered worshiping Satan. At the end of the day, what the fuck? Like, stop. Because those are two things. Like, I believe that there's a lot of things that make up what we know as existence. If you're a fan of this show, you've noticed, or you know that I've talked about simulation theory. I've talked about a lot of those different things. Again, things that you can easily look up. You can check it out for yourself. Like right now, let's talk about Well, if anybody out there, you have something you want to throw it out in the chat, let's talk about it. But we'll talk right now. Let's go into our the tariff discussion. So the tariff cut news that's going on. So as everybody knows, that there's been a pinch in food prices and things like that, and we've come across the idea that maybe all the tariffs that were set earlier in Trump's presidency might be affecting us today. Uh, I think that's where we're at right now. So let's get into it right now. So the latest news on tariff cuts. As of November 15th, 2025, President Donald Trump has announced significant tariff reductions over 200 food and agriculture imports. The shit they grow, those imports, effectively retroactively from November 13th, 2025. This move, signed via executive order on November 14th, targets staples like beef, coffee, bananas, tomatoes, avocados, cocoa, tea, and tropical fruits, including oranges, pineapples, and coconuts. The White House frames it as a response to subsidized programs in trade negotiations, exempting items that can't be significantly produced domestically. Economists and critics note it's a about face from earlier claims that tariffs wouldn't burden consumers amid voter backlash over grocery inflations fueled partly by those duties, followed Democratic wins in recent off-year elections. So, I mean, I could see exactly what they're saying. I viewed more of his tariff thing as a threat from a dad who doesn't really want to punish the kids, but just wants them to know that there's a possibility of it. But then he held on to it, and it did ultimately affect a lot of us. But again, those things, hopefully they're going to work out. We're looking at a 5 to 10% drop on coffee and beef prices. So hopefully this balances out. Definitely the whole tariffs going in and out from us definitely needed to be looked at more of more efficiently to kind of help out. Also, we have been hearing that there has been some riots happening in Mexico as of yesterday. So, breaking anti-corruption riots erupt in Mexico City November 15th and 16th, 2025. As of November 15th, 2025, Mexico is gripped by escalating riots in Mexico City and the western state of Machayan. I killed that one, but I'm sorry. This was triggered by the assassination of European Mayor Carlos Manzo on November 1st during a Day of the Dead event. Manzo, an independent anti-cartel crusader known for his aggressive police operations against narcos, was gunned down in broad daylight. Holy butt. Wow, broad daylight. This dude. Okay, so this guy, he was running for mayor. Oh no, he was mayor, and apparently his anti-cartel agenda was a little too aggressive for the cartel. They were not fans of it. So they fucking popped him in the street, broad daylight. So largely young Gen Z activists and locals, furious over the government's inaction, have stormed government buildings, set fires, and clashed with police, dubbing the unrest a potential Latino spring against the narco state. Holy fuck! I thought this was just uh, some some a few people getting all pissed off down there. But no, okay, so let's go into the timeline of this unrest. Yes, Grun, so Cartels is doing the yeah, they're not taking kindly to this, and the people are standing up against it. So the timeline of the unrest, let's go into this. November 1st, Mayor Manzo assassinated in Europen, uh, in the middle of an event. Witness report cartel hitman in coordinated attack. No arrest yet. So from November 2nd to the 12th, sporadic protests were happening in this city. In the cities of at Apanzigan and Morella, escalated into riots. Mobs vandalized city halls, torched vehicles, and demand ousters of Morena linked officials, including Governor Alfredo Ramirez Bordella, same party as President Claudia Shinbiam. Um, the labels. Oh, okay. So that party of the mayor who passed away is labeling this a cartel compliancy crisis, citing Manzo's exposes of corrupt politicians shielding the narcos. So it seems like the people are realizing that there's some people in their government for the cartels and some people who are not. So we'll continue into this. So November 13th through the 14th, unrest spreads to Mexico City. Hundreds rally outside the National Palace, spray painting anti Shinbiob graffiti like, the J word whore on gates, fueling accusations of anti Semitism amid her Jewish heritage. And narco president, they're spray painting narco president out. Protesters attempt to breach the presidential complex. Police deployed tear gas. So as of today, this is day 13th of the fury of this state. Sees governor's palace vandalized, and Irpine City Hall ablaze with anti-Marina banners. In Mexico City, large demonstrations turn violent. Rioters clash with riot-geared police who are filmed kicking fallen protesters. Crowds chant for the president's resignation, blaming her administration weak on crime stance. Uh, Over 50 injured, no deaths confirmed yet. So the key demands from these groups are anti-corrupt focus. So they're wanting the police to be anti-corrupt and the politicians. Justice for Manzo is being spray painted too, and end the narco state. Uh, Broader grievances: youth-led mobs raid failed narco palaces, highlighting economic despair. Youth unemployment over 10% in this state. And recent U.S. tariffs inflating prices. Some tie to the president's security lapse, like the groping incident at a public event. Oh, I wonder what that's about. So again, we're going into the anti-Semitic undertones. Graffiti targeting the president's heritage has drawn international condemnation, and U.S. officials demanding it unacceptable. Okay, yes, I would say directing it at her heritage, not a good thing. Doesn't make your cause, what you have to say, um, received by many. But also, just throwing this out there, these people are pissed off. These people have a right to be pissed off, and these people are seeing the truth that is happening in their government. And even their president has a little bit of the TDS syndrome, and really needs to like mellow the fuck out and worry about the things that are going on in their country, as opposed to what, as a lot of people say, Orange Man says. Uh, is it going to get to that? I don't know. It's insane right now, but yeah, they're, as of right now, they're still out there doing their thing, causing havoc, trying to get their voices heard more than what it's actually been heard. So I think it's not right, but it also could just be something used that they know that the rest of the world might come to their rescue for the shit that they've been doing. Like, and I'm not speaking of the people of that faith. I'm speaking of this president herself. I mean, it's already said that this country, these different states, they've had enough, and they want change. I think that's what a lot of our government needs to realize around the world, is that your average person is seeing this shit. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen the prices at not only the gas tank, but in the housing markets, in all these different, even to just travel and go somewhere. It's insane. Um, most families can't even do it nowadays because of the price of it all. Um, I also am a victim of that. I mean, there's so many things I want to be able to take my kids to go do before they venture off to college and become their own independent people. But like, at the rate things are going, it seems impossible. And every fucking government is just doing the same thing. And it's aggravating. Hopefully we get some type of relief. And I know New York, you guys all out there think that you have the answers, but you don't. You just fell for a slicker dude, as opposed to knowing the demon that you already know. Um, it's funny too, because like, there's a lot of people out there who I listen to, and there's a joke going around now. I believe Sam Tripoli was saying it. It's like, it's nowadays, it's not like actually believing in what the politician or the person seeking your vote is saying. It's almost like, which pedophile am I more comfortable with? Which one hasn't done the worst shit? And that's sickening. That's really like disheartening to know that that's where we're at in life nowadays. Um, Crazy shit going on. We have a lot of different things going on in the news. I just wanted to touch base. This has been one of the first weekends where I actually did not have anything to do, so we thought we would throw one of these out here. Plans were to have Viking Storm and Luna again, but sometimes plans change. So I guarantee they'll be back on the next one. But for this one, I thought I had a little fun here. We got to talk a little bit here, a little bit there, but
I'm kind of retarded.
me too. So we move on, we see where we're at. Next week, hit us up, join us again, and let's see what we can get into on the next one. This one was definitely a different taste. This was like our news one. Normally, we just dive into the weirdest shit you could possibly think of. So when I have the full crew here again, we will dive into that. But for now, I will catch you on the next one.
Most people demand